everybody, and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. My name is Big Bill. How are y'all doing today? As I am doing good, as today is Monday, February 23rd, 2026. Sorry about that, I pushed the wrong button in. Today is Monday, February 23rd, 2026. How are we all doing? Hope we're all doing well. As good morning and good afternoon and good evening, wherever you guys are watching from. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend, as, yes, I know, everyone's least favorite day, it's Monday. Even though for some weird reason there are a lot of people that do like Mondays, I don't know why, but, anyway, before we get a little sidetracked, hope you all are doing well, hope you all had a wonderful weekend, I hope you guys had a wonderful start to your week, as today, yes, we are back in the beautiful Peterbilt 379. Today, we're hauling a Rocky Mountain Double, as you guys can see from behind me. Try to give you guys some of that first person doing some of these turns. As we're hauling a load of engines from Western Star. Oh, I forget the town. Oh, we're in Portland, Oregon. Or actually, we're getting ready to pull out of Portland, Oregon. We're pulling out of Portland, Oregon. Load does not weigh that much. Load's paying pretty good. We are battling the clock, and I'll get to that here in a moment. But we should make it with time to spare. I would imagine we are. That's the only thing I don't like about this new. I mean, I know there's a mod we can put it back in, but you know, what's the point? We're hauling a load of engines here from Portland, Oregon, Western Star to Wenatchee. I don't know, Western Star to DFA in Wenatchee, Washington. I do apologize if I do pronounce your town incorrectly, but I've never been out west. And I'm being serious when I say that. So, but anyways, 15,432 pounds. Job remains is 22 hours and 38 minutes. Job income is $23,081. The next rest stop is 6 hours flat. Now, we have 5 hours and 50 minutes. Now, I know we've done roads, or I know we've done trips like this before, where we cut it close. I know some of you have always said, hey, how about you just stop, sleep, and then go. But, you know, I don't like really doing that because, you know, it does hurt the time a little bit. It does add time to, you know, it does add time to the video. Pretty much finding a spot, pulling in, getting sleep, and then going. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's a hassle. I just don't care for doing that. We did have more time, but the reason we have less time than what we do now is because I had to go get fuel for the truck because I was actually getting ready to head over to Western Star to pick up this load, and then all of a sudden I looked down at my fuel gauge. I'm like, oh, yeah. I haven't been on this profile since Friday, and you know, all weekend I've been doing other stuff. So I knew how to find a load for Monday. I found a load for Monday. Or actually, I got on. It was Thursday night. After I recorded, I got back on here to see what the loads were like. To see, okay, am I gonna find something for Monday, or do I gotta jump over to Euro Truck Simulator 2, or do I gotta jump to Farming Simulator? You know, I want to get my week. You know, think of my week. You know, okay, what am I gonna do for Monday? I gotta get a video out Monday or Tuesday. You know, depending on my work schedule. You know, depending on what I'm doing. You know, what is the shit? You know, what am I gonna be able to do? And then this load popped up, and I'm like, you know what? That's a pretty easy load. So I left Christensen, getting ready to drive over to Western Star. The fuel light came on, and I'm like, we really burnt that much fuel. And like literally, you guys were wondering, no, we didn't stop for fuel at all. I got fuel before I went and got that load of LPG for Portland, Oregon. Yeah. So yeah, had to run and get fuel, and then that took that took just about 45 minutes. So, but hey, we're back in the truck. We're on the highway now. Once we get a little bit moving here, we'll hit the pause menu and talk about the load. The remaining trip time is 4 hours and 41 minutes. 4 hours and 40. Oh my God, this thing's going quick. 4 hours, 38 minutes. 4 hours and 37 minutes. 236 miles. Next job remains is 21 hours and 43 minutes. So we could stop and get some sleep, but I don't think I'm going to. I think we're going to be all right. Because we're on the highway, we can really do the speed limit, or a little bit more than the speed limit, as you guys can tell. Which is a good thing for us because we can pull a little bit faster. So. So yeah. Don't really have that many things to talk about. We can talk about the Olympics. USA men's hockey team have won the gold medal over the Canadian men's national team. Let me tell you something. I love the Winter Olympics. I love the Winter Olympics more than the Summer Olympics because I actually watch more Winter Olympic games than I do Summer Olympic games. Like, I love luge, skeleton, bobsled, ice hockey. I love curling. I can sit there and watch curling all day. There's a few other things too I can sit back and watch during the Winter Olympics. Summer Olympics, I don't really care for. I mean, yes, I did watch all of rugby. It would be nice if they had rugby in there. I know they're putting flag football in there. It'd be nice if I think they are doing baseball. I don't know yet. I haven't heard. So. But congratulations to the U.S. men's hockey team. I was actually pulling for Canada because one of my favorite players in the NHL, Sidney Crosby, he's on my favorite NHL team, the Pittsburgh Penguins. I was actually pulling for him. Sucks he's hurt. Hopefully it's not that bad of an injury. One of my favorite things, though, was during the award ceremony was that he actually came out with the team and joined them in full uniform. So. Alright, we're going to get back to that conversation here in a moment because I'm going to answer a quick question once we go across the scale. £59,514. Your vehicle is not perfect. Okay, so I got to ask about this. I got to ask about that. Why is this truck not perfect? It's because of the tire wear. And I mean legit. It's legit the tire wear. I think these tires, I haven't replaced the tires yet, or actually I replaced them once, and I got this set, but, maybe I don't, okay, I don't have to get out of this lane. So, it's legit the tires, and I mean, I can pull it up and show you. Because someone asked me that question. But anyway, back to the Olympic question. It was pretty cool to see Sidney Crosby come out, join his team. The one thing I did like, though, about Team Canada was, their next captain, because the Olympics and when you do other games that represent your nation, you have to have a captain on your team, and I think the whole team, including Crosby, picked Connor McDavid, who's the captain of the Edmonton Oilers. Perfect captain choice. Now, I mean, there was a couple older guys on the team, older than Connor McDavid, but I do agree it should have went to Connor McDavid. He's a very good player, lights out player, so. Alright, let's hit the pause menu now. Show off the beautiful Peterbilt 379. We did have over $287,000 in the bank. We paid off one bank loan. I think once we get that other bank loan starting to pay off, then we'll buy trailers for the Tucson crew, but they're doing a really good job right now. So yeah. Don't really, and when I say I don't really have too much time on, it's like Sunday, very busy. Hang out with some family, went to a birthday party, or like a birthday lunch, whatever you want to call it, birthday lunch, birthday dinner. Went to that. Came home, watched the ending of Atlanta, and pretty much, yeah. So I don't know what happened during the whole race, but trip distance and trip time is 3 hours and 27 minutes. Trip time is 6 hours and 27 minutes. Western Star to DFA, like I said earlier, $68.65 a mile, 15,432 pounds. This is literally a light load for this truck. So, oops, navigation. I see it's 3 hours. I see it's 171 miles, so I technically don't know how many. We do have to deal with another weigh station, so we'll put up with that, and then hopefully 97 isn't backed up. I mean, there is a truck stop there, but we should be all right. I think we'll be okay. So here's Portland. There's where we picked up. So yeah, you guys asked me a question, or one of you asked me a question about the freight market, like some of the mods that have been updated, some of them who haven't been updated. Most of them are working, not all of them. They might show up. A couple might show up here. I think it's one of the SCS trailers I've been noticing that doesn't have its loads. But like, here, I'll go back down. There was one in Portland. Oh, there was, unless it disappeared at the end right here. There it is. So, I mean, so far everything's working from my end. I know Pizders, he just updated all of his stuff. So, all right, 3 hours and 23 minutes. Yeah, see, we gained some time being on that highway. So yeah, not too shabby, not too shabby. And it's starting to rain. That's another reason why I came up here, is because really we haven't been getting hit with the rain in this profile like we normally do. Oh my. It looked like those lights were fading away a little bit. That's why I was saying, oh my. So, Tyler Greck did win at Atlanta, started off with Sheldon Creed in the O'Reilly Series, and then the Truck Series won by, excuse me, was won by Kyle Busch. I gotta ask this question, actually, a few days ago. Actually, how do I feel about the schedule going from two racetracks where you got a draft and everything else? I said I'm okay with it, but then I'm not okay with the third one going out to Coda. I mean, I know that's halfway to the West Coast, but like, do you really need to stop and do a road course? You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind they do Coda. Like, they could, I think personally, if they redo their schedule, which I haven't taken a look at, I know I looked at the schedule before. Me personally, they should do both road courses, like Coda, Sonoma, and then San Diego, because they're doing America 250, and then maybe do an oval before coming back out to the East Coast. But hey, that's just me. That's all I'm saying. You know, I'm not trying to argue with anybody about that. I'm just giving out my little opinion about that. So should just get out of this area. What do you... Oh my. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my. No, it's like, but the thing that really makes me tick about this is like, we just went uphill and now we just... Let's see here. Yeah. There we go. That's yellow now. Cop's like, what's he doing? Making that yellow. Oh my. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, I really don't have too many things to talk about. The one thing I am going to bring up though is, yes, I will explain this again. Part 1, Part 2. Part 1's talking, Part 2 is talking unless there's no Part 3. If there's a Part 3, Part 2 is always going to be a silent trip. So I'm just going to clarify that with everyone. Part 1 and Part 2 is talking. If there's a Part 3, Part 3 will be silent. Part 1, Part 2, Part 1 is gonna be me talking. Part 2 will be the silent trip. So I just want to clarify that with everyone because I got asked that again. But you're a brand new subscriber and welcome to the channel. Or I guess you discovered me. I don't know how to describe it. Subaru. Huh. 2 hours and 1 minute. Yeah. Thanks, Gail. I don't know if you guys discovered this, but if you hit the middle part of your mouse, the little knob that you scroll up and down with, if you click on it and hold on to it, you can zoom in. Don't you even think about it, or I'll gladly hit your truck. Freaking people, freaking AI. Actually, I think it has this. Ooh, he pulled in. Where are you going? Okay. He pulled in. Okay, we can go faster. Actually, I think it asks this one question, and this is going to be a quick question. Have I ever thought about turning the traffic off in this game because you get annoyed? Absolutely. Maybe... when I was on the when I used to stream, when I used to record with my gaming laptop, like when I first started, y'all remember that? When I first started doing that, that's when I really wanted to turn the traffic off because I couldn't get the performance necessary. I mean, I did it sometimes, but not all the time. So, yeah. When I played on my laptop, that's when I really wanted to turn off the traffic. But it's actually funny because I'll get asked, I'll actually get asked every once in a while, what was my favorite version of the game. I don't really have a favorite version, but if I can go back to it, there's one version where I had like all my paid mods, like every paid mod that I use was in the game. Everything was working fine, everything was working great. They didn't update it for months, and all of a sudden this big update came out and my shit got bleeped. Oh my, here we go with this thing. Ah, that's who was behind me. I know there was a rig behind me, I don't know what happened to him. Yeah, like I said, I don't really have too many things to talk about in this video. I just wanted to, talk for a little bit and see how y'all doing. Hope you're all doing well. And like I said, icing on the cake. So pretty much, we're gonna get here, find us a place to sleep, and then I don't know. Yeah, I did ask that question too. Do I mind doing longer trips? No, not really. I don't mind. As long as the load is profitable and, I can actually use it to where I can buy, or I can put aside money to buy a garage and some more trucks, then absolutely, I'm all for it. Now, that load that we just did with the LPG, that load was kind of easy, to say the least, because it was mainly on the highway. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I came in a little too hot. Sorry, Central. Okay, we gotta pass this dude. There's no way. But I did ask, yes, I rather do the highway runs like that because they're a lot easier to, let's say, how do I want to say this? They're a lot easier to plan out, almost. Like if you do it right, you could pretty much picture your whole route and like, okay, like let's say that flow pops up again from Tucson, Arizona to Portland, Oregon. Okay, let's just say it's not LPG. Let's say it's like different material, or not different material. I know you're gonna let me over. Because y'all are stupid. I'm talking to AI. But anyway, what I'm about to say is like, if you do that, let's say we do that run again, just different load maybe, from Tucson, Arizona to Portland, Oregon. Okay, you know which way you're going to go. You're going to take the highway to Interstate 5, and you're just going to go right up north. You're going to go west, and then north, and that's it. The only direction change you have is if you have to get off the highway to go to a truck stop like we did, or to a rest area like we did. So. Oh, sweet. Alright, it's not this one, it's the next one. Absolutely, we'll park it. It's right here. Oh my. Alright, let's pop the brakes. Let's kill the lights. Kill the motor. And hit T. Alright. Excellent job. Portland to Wenatchee. I have no idea. 329 miles, 6 hours and 47 minutes. Excuse me, 51.8 gallons of fuel consumed, and yeah. Check the good old freight market real quick, and then oh yeah, I know where trailer that's from. That's from Jazzy Cat. That's from Jazzy Cat. There is probably one thing I'm going to test while we're up here in this state, in Washington. But I don't think this is one of the states we can do it. So I'm going to go see if we can. Try to go to somewhere new, somewhere we haven't been to. So maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens. I know we gotta go sleep, so some of these loads are gonna go bys. So we'll see what happens. Alright, let's go back out to the truck. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for me. I'm gonna get off here before I keep ramming on. Gonna go find a place to sleep, and I'll probably find a load for the next time I see you guys on ATS. Alright guys, thank you for all the love on here on YouTube. I appreciate and love all of you. Let's keep it going. Please like, comment, subscribe. Bye.